Hi guys, I hope you're well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Blakemore and I'm a teacher here in Dubai. In this video, what I wanted to do is share some of the questions that I've received over on my Bitmoji classroom video. It's been an extremely busy week this week, as you guys will know already. I am a full-time teacher and online learning is extremely busy. Sadly, that means that some of the questions that I've received I haven't managed to get back to. And as frustrating as that is, what I hope to do in this video is to answer a range of them. I find with a lot of the questions, they fit into similar themes. So I'm going to answer those questions within this video, almost like a frequently asked questions video or a Q&A of some sorts. Some of the technical issues that you've had or just general things like that. So let's jump straight into the start of the video. So question number one, are children able to move things around on the virtual classroom when they go onto it? So the answer to that one is yes and no. They can change things around if you want them to, but I'm guessing the majority of you out there don't want people to move around your Bitmoji classroom that you've worked so hard on. So let's look at how to keep things locked in to start off with. So this is my virtual Bitmoji classroom that you've seen before. You might not have seen this little guy here in the corner, and if you want to see how to make one of those, then I'll link that above. So to start off with, you can share things in a couple of different ways. So we've got the share option up here, and you can just share it straight to people. However, down here where it says get link, you can get a link and share that with people through emails or through your Google Classroom and things like that. But please bear in mind that it's quicker to share it the way I showed you in the initial video. So if we go onto there, change, at the moment, no one can touch my thing because I've got anyone with the link, they're the viewer, they can't touch it. However, if we went to editor, they would then be able to move things around. So just make sure that you're on view only there, and they will only be able to view that. So then from there, the other way you can share things is if we go to our Google Drives. Now, when we go to our Google Drives, we'll see lots of different things going on at the moment. We'll see copy of virtual classroom. I've just copied it for now. If we go to right click and get shareable link, the other way to look at the sharing settings is to look here. Again, looks slightly different. If you're in an organization, things will look slightly different and you might need to go into the advanced settings so that you can change it to anyone with link versus anyone within your organization with the link, if you want to share it with parents and things like that, for example. So here you can see I'm within my organization's login. Now, if I want to share something, then I need to make sure I've got my access rights correctly. Here, you'll be able to see anyone with the link can view. But what I want to do is actually touch this corner here, and it's going to bring down a range of drop-down options. Anyone within something can edit, can comment, can view. I want to go to more. There, then I'll be able to change the advanced settings. So we've got off, so it can only be shared with certain people. Anyone at my organization, I want it here. Anyone with the link can view, and it's view only. So that's really important to remember too. If I change it here, I could change it so that anyone with the link can edit. And again, that's up to you if you want that to happen, but you might find things go all over the place. So keep that in mind. The next question is, are you able to link up Google Classroom assignments? Now, you can definitely link up Google Docs, and I've shown you that previously. However, I would still stick to leaving your actual assignment on Google Classrooms. Yes, you can link Google Forms to the virtual classroom. However, if you create a Google Docs that you create with make a copy for everyone on Google Classroom, then they won't be able to submit that through the virtual classroom. So it can get quite confusing for the children. So as you can see, I'm on a Google Forms at the moment. It's quite straightforward to share the link to this, and the children will be able to access this similar to what they would with Google Classrooms. However, I would advise against sharing Google Docs that you would normally share as make a copy, because the children won't be able to access that and submit that in the same way that they can with a Google Forms. Now, to share a Google Forms, for example, if I wanted to link the register, I did it once, but it was such a convoluted way to do this that I just left it, and just left it for the way that the children already know how to do. So you press send, but it's not actually going to send it to anyone. Got the different things here, and you just have to go to the link, you'd copy the link, and then like I've done in my Bitmoji Classroom tutorial, you'd link it to whatever you want to, whether that's some text or a picture. Next question, is there a way to share the presentation with the children so that it goes onto present mode straight away? Now, from what I've seen, not yet. I haven't seen a way of doing that, but it's something that the children don't really need to do. Because I've got it on view only mode, the children can click on the links there, or if I wanted to, which I haven't needed to yet, I could give the children the instructions in Google Classroom or Seesaw to put it into present mode so that they can access the different links. That's just something that I would advise. Or if you want to leave a video in your virtual classroom so that they can see that, and for you to advise them to put it into present mode, or whether you put some audio in your Google Classroom or something along those lines, that's something I would advise so that the children are able to access the virtual classroom. Next question, why can't my children see the links when I share the PDF on Seesaw? Now, Seesaw works a little bit differently. Yes, you share the PDF with them as you would any other activity on Seesaw, but you need to remind the children, whether that's through a voice recording or some sort of instructions, to make sure that they click on View Original. If they just tap the screen and try and tap the links on Seesaw, on the PDF, they won't be able to access any of those. They need to click View Original, and then once they've done that, then they'll be able to access the different links. My next question was to do with the animated GIF tutorial and individuals not being able to create the animated GIF through the unscreen software that I shared before. Now, when I created that, I used the Safari app on my iPhone. Now, it's quite important to have a go with that. If you struggle with using any other of the apps, or you've got an Android phone, you might want to consider using the desktop and sharing it to the desktop first before using the unscreen tools on your computer to be able to do that. People haven't struggled with using the computer yet, so have a little bit of a look at that. I'm hoping that that will work on whichever different computer it is. Just make sure that you click the side panel and access the GIF that way. That marks the end of the questions and answers video. Hopefully I've been able to answer a range of frequently asked questions. I have no doubt that there are still questions out there that I have not had chance to answer. If you still have questions that I've not been able to answer yet, feel free to ask them down in the comments. If I'm unable to get to them, or you're someone out there who already knows the answer to that question and you can see that I've not yet answered that question, please do feel free to support other teachers within this Bitmoji / education community. It's always appreciated because we are all busy professionals. Hopefully you found this video informative in some way. If you have, feel free to like. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and all those different bits and pieces. It's really appreciated, guys. A huge welcome if you are new to the channel. It's always great to see this channel is growing and I'm able to connect with more educators from around the world. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, but until then, I'm out.